I feel so steamy because I drafted the sauna. Now what's out here? Well, you know what? The special floor plans, since I've had the sauna, I suppose I can afford the steps. I don't think I've ever had this many steps before. Yeah, I'll try it this way. Of course, this does mean I gotta save up my steps, but yeah, that reminds me, I gotta drain the rest of the fountain. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Take the den. Well, I may not be using all gems, but food for sale. I'm gonna need that. Look at the kitchen. It looks so cool with all these windows. So, courtyard has more options than the parlor. And it's got a trunk in it. I gotta remember that. I'll put a hallway in here. Even more options, and leads back to the entrance hall. Well, through the den. The commissary has items for sale. Plus I get another die. And I'll put the bedroom in. I need those steps. I don't need to spread any gems anywhere. I'll put the storeroom here. Mostly for the keys. Speaking of money, can I buy stuff? Can I afford a sledgehammer? Pretty much it, but I do have that that trunk in the courtyard. I'll put a closet in here. Another ivory die. Okay, that is the first two ranks filled up. Let's see, what do we got here? Do I really need the boiler room? I'd like to draw the pool, actually. You know what? Security's fine here. I'm going to make a couple of changes. You know what they are. Keycard system. Alright, which way am I facing here? Ah, the courtyard. I'll put the West Wing Hall in here because it's a shortcut to the courtyard. And the courtyard does have this trunk. Alright, fill up the next rank. Yeah, I may be underutilizing the corridor, but spare room, get that out of the way. And I'm probably going to need the dining room. This time we can dine with... I don't think I've ever seen outside of here before. Yeah, look at me with my nose pressed up against the glass. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I think I'll observe the, I'll build the observatory. Could always use more stars. There's a dozen of them here. Dead end rooms are more common today. Ah, gee. I do have ivory dice. I'll put the drawing room here. Reason being I can redraw and I don't need dice for it. I don't have the lockpick. I can get some keys. You know what? I'd like a room with more options. So I'll redraw. Ooh, the rumpus room. Money to be had there. Where was that one sheet of music? Can't remember. It wasn't here. The first four were in the music room. One was in the workshop. Two were in the ballroom. Where was the last? Where's that fifth one? Well, I suppose I can afford to lose a few coins here, so expecting a keycard room this early, especially since I changed the settings in security. The servants' quarters. A key for every bedroom in my house. Well, I only have like one of those. And the reading nook offers me a key, but I'd like an option that goes the other way, especially since there's this key card. Wait a minute. I can turn off the key cards. And turn on the garage. Ah, yeah, that's how you do that. All right. Well, I suppose I could use the library. To be this pump system. So you press the button for the water source that you need to adjust. And the lever is about what I expected. A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. In these cases, the tank a pump is using can be changed by the flip of a switch. Use the water control panel to select the source pump lever. What was that thing again? A pump may be connected to more than one tank. But what exactly is the fountain connected to? I think that's the thing. I kind of suspected that about... Oh, what is this? I'm trying to see what it is. There's something about gems in it, though. Looks like it's the Hall of Mirrors. Well, I'm gonna need... Wait. No, I think it's the study, actually. It says to... or something like that. It says to spend gems to redraw something at like 8 times. The clock tower. I draw it, but it's a dead end, so I'm gonna draw the foyer. Well, it's a bit late to do that, but yes, with all the bust of all the old-timey ancestors of this family, and there was always that one, the one that got ripped off the family tree. I wonder why that was. Well, again, I'm going with the one that isn't a dead end. Maybe I'll start an experiment here. For each bedroom I draft after my second... Wait a minute. Can I immediately add a small chest to the entrance hall? Three aquariums. It's kind of a nonsense thing, you know. How about this? Immediately... How many red rooms do I have? I forget now. So I'll add a small chest to the entrance hall. Well, of course that worked. So the walk-in closet's a dead end. I'm gonna have to risk the archives. It sounds like my feet make funny noises here too. Or at least unique noises. Just trying to think if there's a ladder I can take down. Ah, the pool. I've been itching for this. Positively itching for it. Ever since I drained it. Oh, goodness. Okay, so there's cash on the bottom, but nothing particularly earth-shattering. That's probably because the important thing to drain would be the fountain. Each time I draft free random floor plans, I draw from the draft for me to select one. Wait a minute. These aren't the pool rules, these are the pool rules. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated, and of course, don't run. You will slip, fall, and break your neck. Yeah, that part always goes unsaid. Assuming I'm right about it. Try this direction. Surprisingly not locked. Hello? I am so taking this. So, when last we were in the pump room, pumped the water out of the pool and took a few gallons out of circulation. And how did I do that? I had the boiler on. Now the water is still out of circulation. I can't add it back to tank 1, although it doesn't say. So here's what I'm gonna do. I need to... let me just follow these. How much is in that fountain anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot. What I'm going to have to do here is fill the pool back up. What's controlled by the tank switch? Pump 2, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, wait a minute. There's no real question about this. I am filling the pool back up because there really isn't anything in here. The pool is, I guess you could say it's schmuck bait. Pump 3. What's pump 3 again? The aquarium? Well, I haven't drafted it, but yeah, I need to think of all those fish. Where does pump 2 go? Or sorry, where does tank 2 go? Tank 2 goes to number 4. What was 4 again? The kitchen. It was pretty straightforward that it was there. So I don't think I can really use tank 2. I think I've filled it up. It's more or less out of commission for the purposes of what I'm trying to do here. This means that I'm going to have to drain stuff into tank 1 and then drain tank 1 into the pool. The pool is... okay, so I've set that here. Let's get that started. And then... wait a second. one goes into here. Goes into tank 1, and I can drain tank 1 into the pool. I never realized that. I'm going to sell this fountain question once and for all. And there you have it. The fountain is bone dry. What was 2 exactly? I don't think I've seen a reservoir here. Never enter the bone, don't my gems. Tomorrow I will start with the... Have I drafted any time rooms? I don't think I have. Kind of a shame, but this is cheaper, but this is actually the cheapest. I need the steps if I'm going to go down to the fountain. Ah, the wine cellar. Just in case I get the chance to freeze my assets. Wait a second. Do I have the dining room? Yeah, I do. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can afford to take this risk. The laundry room. What other shops do I have? I've got the commissary, I've got the kitchen. What's this do again? Okay, well I don't really... I don't know. This is all relying on the freezer. It's been a while since I drafted it. Oh, but wait. There's like one room left in the West Wing Hall. Chapel, rumpus room, okay. All the way across here. Oh boy, I am hungry. For stuffed wild quail. Now I'm going to go the other way. To this one neglected room.